Hi everyone, it's Taylor and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button below so you guys can follow along with everything that I'm doing lately. Today we're gonna be making the most delicious bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers ever. They're so good, they're super easy. You only need 4 simple ingredients and they're perfect for any type of appetizer or party or even for dinner. So you guys, I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it, and it only takes about 30 minutes total for prepping and for cooking. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do to make these super delicious, crispy and creamy, oven baked, bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. Wow, that was a mouthful. So let's get started, guys. Okay, so this is everything that you guys are gonna need to make these jalapeno poppers. First, you'll need 9 large jalapenos. You'll need 1 cup of cheddar cheese, shredded. And actually, you can use any kind of cheese really, but I just like the cheddar cheese. And then you'll need sliced bacon, and I use 5 slices. You can get any kind of bacon you want. And you also need an 8-ounce block of the original cream cheese. And then also I use salt, pepper, and onion powder. Okay, so you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And then you're gonna line a baking sheet with aluminum foil. Okay, so the first thing that you guys are gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna make sure that all your jalapenos are washed, and then you're gonna wanna lay it down to see where it lays the flattest. Just like this, and then I'm gonna turn it directly to the side of where I just laid it flat, and I'm gonna cut it right down the middle. And as you can see, they both lay pretty flat, and even if they don't lay perfectly flat, it's totally fine, but you wanna make sure you get them as flat as you can. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you wanna try to take all the stuff in the middle out. So I'm going to cut all around the edges, just as slightly as I can, and I don't wanna cut through the pepper, so you try your best not to, and it's totally fine if you do, but just try not to cut through the pepper, just because it makes the whole process easier with the cooking and nothing will seep through. And then you also want to make sure that you cut all the seeds out of the pepper, and I always like to just take the knife like this and get them all out and just get the little edges off, just so there's enough room to put as much stuffing as you can. This is what you guys are going to want it to look like when you're done. So I do this to all of them. Okay, once these are all scraped out, you're gonna wanna take your block of original cream cheese, and this is just the type of cream cheese I like to use because it likes to stick inside of the jalapenos better, and I just find it much easier to work with. And then you're gonna wanna mix this cream cheese with the 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, and you can use any cheese that you like. I know a lot of people that like to use pepper jack, but just whatever suits you, use that type of cheese. It up till it looks about like this. The next thing that you're going to want to do is to get a small spoon, and you're going to take some of the cream cheese mixture and you're going to just put it inside of the pepper and make sure to stuff it in there pretty good. And don't be afraid to use your fingers, guys, just make sure that you washed your hands first. And I just push it in there, as you can see, and I make sure that everything is all filled in. And I like to also keep it a little bit above the pepper so that there's as much stuffing in there as I can get. Okay guys, so this is how they look after they are stuffed, and then you're ready to start wrapping them in the bacon. Okay, so next you're gonna wanna use some type of thick cut bacon. I also like to use a cheaper bacon, and I've tried both kinds, the cheaper bacon and the more expensive kind, and both are just as good. So what I like to do, guys, is I like to take some kitchen scissors and I cut the piece of bacon in half. And I've tried using an entire piece before, wrapping it around, but it just never cooks perfectly. So I figured out a secret to where you cut it in half, It always fits perfectly and it just cooks through beautifully, and it always gets nice and crispy, and you never have to worry about it not being cooked enough because the bacon is just a little bit thinner of a piece. So I cut it in half just like this. It makes it so easy with a pair of kitchen scissors. So then I take this piece and I will wrap it, start at the top usually. Doesn't really matter where you start, but that's where I like to start. And then you just wrap it and try to get it to where it's going to fit perfectly. And I always like to just end it where it's over top, maybe just a little bit tucked under, so just like that. This is what they look like when you're done wrapping them up. They're so beautiful already. And the last step is to put any kind of spices that you want on them. And like I said, I like to use salt, pepper, and onion powder. Alright, they're ready to go in the oven. And don't worry if they're all close together like this. They can be about this close together. If you guys want, you can even use another baking sheet as well, but I just use one large baking sheet. Alright, and you just put them in the 400-degree oven in the center rack. It should look like this after 20 minutes, and so the next step is to just broil them for 4 minutes. Wow, guys. So I just took them out after the 4 minutes of broiling, and this is how they should look. Nice and crispy and beautiful with a little bit of burnt cheese on the outside. Exactly how I like it. Alright guys, so I just transferred them to a plate after I let them cool for a few minutes, and they're ready to try. Oh my gosh, you guys, so delicious. I can't wait for you guys to try these. Okay guys, so that is how I make my delicious jalapeno poppers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys have any other things that you want me to make, leave it in the comments below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.